Yeah, go for it, man.
Alright, the game... I can't! Alright, let's do it. Alright, the game has started. In the bottom left corner, we have FS Dele, Dele, I think Dele, has a sky
Indeed, it
blue
is
Terran.
Dele.
And, yep, that is Dele. Maybe I should do one of those GSO voices.
And
FS
over
Dele.
the top right position, we have a new diamond member of Team Fusion Slug. We have FS Captain. 박수주세요.
It's like, whoa, it's like, FS Captain.
Indeed.
Right, so
I
it's
do
a...
wish that we had our own Korean commentators, as it is a man living in Korea is going to have to suffice. Pretty standard openings. We both have near enough identical supply depot timings from so far. Though Dell is actually slightly ahead on his timing right now. And of course that means he's going to skyrocket out of control and win. We have an early
Right,
barracks.
both players building. Ooh. Dell's barracks actually was late a bit than Captain's
Indeed.
barracks. And Captain's putting gas. And I don't know.
Well, we have an early gas geyser that could be an indication he wants to go for some kind of cheese, perhaps fast tech, or he could even want to go for a reactor and go for some early marine pressure, or even go for marauders, or even just get some gas up early to get out that factory with an expansion quickly. And to answer the questions that they're asking in-game, crumpets are a delicious savoury treat from England, which myself and my fellow Fusion Slugs member FS and Dele GD are currently from. Currently, indeed.
Right, so we see Dell doing 2 racks off 12 racks and 14 racks. However, we see gas, so maybe like you said, factory or 2 racks or whatever. 2 racks with gas. And we see, I think, factory's going up for
there goes the
Captain.
Factory.
Oh, Captain's SCV's gonna get caught right there. Oh, it just sneaks in to see 2 racks, no gas, and that pretty much gives him all the information that he needs because it's actually a weird build because no one does.
Coming. The SCV, it's not going to get out of there alive, but it is going to delay any push that could come from this, and he's also going to get the extra information about the gas. And is he? No. Bad pathing costs the SCV its life, but he has delayed any push that could happen by a little bit. Because Dell had to wait before committing to any kind of tech path. And meanwhile, are we going to see a starport? Yes, we are.
I don't know, because I think Captain is definitely doing 1-on-1, because I watch him play so many games, like doing reactor on barracks. Oh, so we have 2 racks expand from Dell, which is not common TBT.
Well, I thought we may have been seeing a reactor Hellion drop, but it could well be it's been scanned. Is he going to commit to Banshee play, or is he going to transition to a more standard marine tank medevac play? He's lifted the starport. Perhaps that scan came a little too early. He's going for Banshees, it seems. Meanwhile, we have a Hellion moving across the map, trying to get some pressure, trying to get some scouting intel, and he is going to pick off this SCV, and definitely he is going to scout the marine count and the command center if he decides to go back, and that's going to tell him, hey, there's not a lot of tech, the Banshee play is actually going to be reasonably safe.
But we don't see any cloaking for Banshee going up. We don't see cloaking for Banshee, so it's just gonna be little pressure, just forcing those Marines to back up his main. And the command center is finished, but it's not. Yeah, I think Dell has problems with keeping his minerals, managing his minerals, resources, or whatever. Because I don't know, it's just not using. So we see a captain making siege tech, but not siege tank. He's gonna make
He
it
could
soon.
go for the bomber style play where he gets a factory with a tech lab, barracks with a reactor, another barracks with a tech lab, which is reasonable enough to hold off any Banshee harass. And he could be going for a fast third command center, but I don't know. With 500 minerals, he's losing SCVs. He needs
It's
to put
not
his
looking
Marines
good
back, and I'm not actually sure that this Banshee is going to be taken down. This Banshee could turn around and take out all of these Marines.
With good micro, it's gonna take on all the Marines. And we do see tank just came out from Captain's base, and second Banshee's come out. It's already at natural, almost there. It's gonna just really. I mean, it
And the third Banshee
psychologically, yeah, definitely 1-1-1. He's gonna push later. Like Captain
he
had
did
problems
lose
with
the first
1-1-1.
Banshee, though. How
Really?
damaging is that going to be to his game?
Ooh, that is not that. Oh no! The second Banshee can't die. No! No, it barely
gonna lose it.
survives.
Barely gets away.
Nope. Exactly.
2 hit points
Dele's
remaining. If
building.
he commits 2 Marines towards that Banshee's general direction, he will take it out. Captain has to be very careful with this Banshee now. And there it goes. Doesn't even kill off the Marine.
That is weird.
That is unfortunate, but we do see a very scary army. It looks as though he's going to commit very heavily to this one-base play, and here he goes. He's moving across with 2 Banshees, 3 tanks, and a handful of Marines, 21 in total. But despite being on one base,
Right.
he still has the SCV lead because of that early Banshee harass.
I told whenever Captain did 1-1, he never pulled off SCVs to follow their Marines tanks, and then I told him to bring SCVs or you might get defended, and now he's bringing SCVs, 10 SCVs on the way, and 2 Banshees, 2 bunkers not gonna be enough to hold this push, and 3 siege. Oh, the upper high. Oh no, the tank's gonna get taken down.
The tank.
Ooh, very nice.
As well.
Wow. Bunker. The 4 Marines inside the bunker just got demolished by those tank shots. And we do see Captain keep producing Marines
Dele
tanks.
needs to try and push forward and take out these tanks before they finish
No,
sieging,
the tank!
but
The tank!
it's too late.
No, he
He's
does
gonna
not
lose
get
his
the tank.
The Banshees are in the base,
Mm.
and I don't see what he can do here. He's going to leapfrog these tanks slowly forward. There is an expansion coming up now from Captain as a follow-up. He has a very safe transition, 40 SCVs to 32, and he has the natural lockdown, and he's doing a significant amount of damage with these Banshees. 3 in total. I really cannot see any way for Dele to come back from this.
Right,
We
definitely.
do have Vikings in production, but realistically, the damage has been dealt. I think Captain is being far too passive with this push, and should really just be committing to taking out all the SCVs at the natural. And here it goes.
It's gonna be GG at this moment. We have 4 tanks, cannot defend it.
Here come the
very
SCVs, GG very shortly.
Yeah,
And another Banshee
yeah,
tries to fight just in time. GG.
GG. GG. Whoa! I can't.
Everyone be quiet, it is our time to talk. I am Fusion Slugs Jhedjuka, and with me we have...
Pulse.
How are you doing,
Pulse,
Pulse? Are you having fun with the tournament so far?
I am having great fun after my dinner. I need to drink some Coke. Hold on.
Well, while you have some delicious, delicious beverages, I will introduce players. In the top left, we have the silver Terran player from Fusion Slugs. We have FS Dele. And in the bottom right position, we have the Diamond level Terran, hopefully pushing on for Masters. He is laddering quite heavily at the moment. We have FS Captain.
I should do that GSL cast. FS Captain.
I wonder
I
how
didn't
they
do it
would
for
pronounce
Dele.
this then, if we do this for him. For Dele, what would it be? Episode.
Episode.
It would sound rather like the computer company, or they would say Dele, perhaps, and then it would just
Maybe.
make us want some sandwiches. Now, I think
Huh.
Dele doesn't know that this version of Shakura's Plateau forces the cross spawns. He's sending his SCV up into the top right.
That's
It won't
not
be
a.
too damaging.
But it's just a little bit late on scouting. We do see a gas from Captain yet again, and Dell is not putting up any gas.
Interesting. Is he going to go for a fast expand, or is he going to go for a multiple racks play?
Definitely. Oh, Captain! Captain is taking my advice. I told him to do Reaper expand, and he's building a tech lab, which, like, without a Marine lab, that almost means Reaper all the time. And I think Dell's gonna go for 1 Rex expand.
Quite possibly. He is banking those minerals. It could be he's going to go for a 4 racks, and we see 2 additional racks. Will we see a 3rd additional? We see both
Wow,
players have
that
got
is-
their orbital commands. Is he going to throw an additional barrack, or is he going to continue to macro Marines? Now, if he continues with the Marine production and just rallies them and patrols them around this edge here at the top of his base, and here by the ramp, he should be perfectly fine.
It is very strange kind of build. Ah, the Reaper can't jump over there. The Reaper's following the SCV, Dell's SCV. I mean, he made a Reaper, so he's gonna get into his base, and he's gonna see those 2 racks. I mean, 2 more racks. I mean,
And Dele sees
so
the Reaper.
yeah.
But did he see the 2nd and the 3rd Reaper in production? Oh my word. We do have a very fast command center from Captain following this harass. And it's actually quite safe because he has the watchtower. He knows there's no 2 racks, 3 racks aggression coming anytime soon. And realistically, at this time, there cannot be anything too extreme on his way. But at the top of his base, he has 2 Marines in position. Is he going to pull them back? He sees them. But 2 Marines versus 2 Reapers, I'm not sure if Dele can actually hold this. He's going to lose a lot of SCVs. But some miss micro costs 1 Reaper its life. Meanwhile, a fairly standard transition, and we are following that up with Banshees. So effective in game 1, it looks so he's looking to do it again.
Steve's floating 1,000 minerals, and it's 6 minutes 30.
I think Steve has been very heavily rattled, but we have a huge all-in push coming. We have 12 Marines and 16 SCVs on their way, and really, I'm not sure what Captain has back home. He's cancelled the bunker, he's going to pull it to the high ground. He's probably going to build a bunker or 2 bunkers on the high ground and hope that this Banshee can get out in time. Meanwhile, the Reapers, where have the Reapers disappeared to? Oh, we have Hellions at the choke. This is not good. Mass repaired Hellions. And a bunker. And I think we could see a GG from Dele any second. And a Banshee on the way. Dele has absolutely no detection. He's muled out from his orbital command. This game's going to be over very soon if that Banshee micro is spot on. We have 4 Hellions and a Banshee that should be damaging enough to take out these Marines. Failing that, the Hellions can harass the Marines while the Banshee goes straight for the SCV line. And it's gone for it, but he's lost the Banshee due to some missed micro. That's unfortunate. And I think he doesn't quite know how many Marines are up there. He sees them now and he pulls back. And meanwhile back home, he's transitioning into another factory. Are we going to see a mech-based play? And a Raven. I think we're going to see a delayed 1-1-1. Bonik, if you were in Dele's position, what would you do to try and come back from this? You're obviously very, very behind. How would you stave off any kind of pressure that could be coming at this point?
Well, you can type PG. That's what you can do.
Oh, but that would be disobeying the never give up, never surrender, and oh no, Dele's got himself supply blocked.
Well, he's got no production. He can only produce Marines and the Hellions out. So you can't do anything besides defend.
And he's engaging at completely the wrong angle versus these Hellions. Looking at the units lost tab, we see that Dele has lost 400 more resources than Captain. Captain got his expansion faster. He's got complete map control of these Hellions. And his second base is fully saturated. We see it's 44 SCVs to 15. And here comes the Raven dodging the missile turret. Are we going to see an auto turret go down? Another missile turret being constructed. What is this Raven going to do? Auto turret, here it comes. Harassing the SCV line some more. 2 auto turrets going to gun down these SCVs. Still needs to transfer these away as soon as possible. And there they go to the expansion. Meanwhile, we see a barracks being used for scouting, and here comes some Hellions. Perhaps overcommitting there. He lost 4 of them trying to get past that bunker. I think he would have been better perhaps going for a medevac, try do some harassment, some drops, and force a complete all-in from Dele. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's pretty much over. There's nothing I can really say. I can't sugarcoat it because there's absolutely nothing you can do. Steve can't move out, so that means that Captain's just going to keep expanding if he chooses to not finish Steve off right now. Hellions could just...
There is also potential, depending
win.
on what the scouting barracks chooses to do, it could land inside the main. Because Steve, Dele has absolutely no vision of this. He doesn't know that barracks is here. It could land in this position on the outer cliff by the destructible rocks, and actually, perhaps, do some harassment with Marines, or even just get some scouting intelligence on how much is being mined at the back of that base. But really, I'm not sure I like this barracks placement, because he's got the Raven, and the Raven can do harassment at any time it chooses, and is continuing to do so, completely halting Dele's gas income at the moment. Meanwhile, we see Hellions, we see Vikings, siege tanks, and we see siege mode, and a scary, scary army is on its way.
The reason why
There
the
is no
barracks
way
is
that
there,
Dele can hold this off. He's doing a nice counter-attack at the 3rd to try and take out some SCVs, but versus this many Hellions with Blue Flame, what can you do?
the
Yeah,
reason why the
I
barracks...
believe you are right. There is no need to sugarcoat this. This game will be over very soon.
The reason why the barracks is there is because he's gone mech and he just lifts it off like you see against Protoss. You can do the same thing against Terran. so he doesn't plan
I
to
suppose
drop
it is good
units.
to scout a possible counterattack path.
Yeah, that's its purpose. It's the scouting, the floating factory. But if you're going mech, you can float your barracks, and it's actually cheaper than a scan because the barracks costs 150, and the meal is a lot more.
True enough. But he is going to lose this barracks to these Marines, but this gives him a complete army scout. And here we have 2 idle SCVs at the expansion. I suppose barracks do just have so much life. He's going to lose this barracks regardless now, but it is entirely possible that he could see how many workers are there, but I think by this point he knows that there's no way he can lose this game. He's got his tank siege on the low ground, he's continuing to produce his mech units, he's got
GG.
everything on the way, and there's the GG.
Yeah, think of it like a, a big overlord. That was its purpose, just to see what it's doing, and that's it. But yeah, that was.
Oh, we see some dissent in the ranks from Dele, and apparently a Protoss is not allowed to win. Sorry, Ben, you're not allowed. It's forbidden from Dele. Well, 2-0 the score to captain. I've been Jhedjuka. With me has been Pulse and Bonik. GG.